Hello, my name is Brian Ray, and today I'm going to show you how to make this gun shoot. Alright, the first thing you need to do is determine where is this gun going to shoot at. I like to make it shoot right there in front of the gun. So to do that, you want to go to Game Object, create an empty game object, and we'll name this empty game object Spawn Point. So that's where the bullet's going to spawn from. And we want to put that right in front of our gun, like so. Make sure it's lined up. There you go. Hit the middle. Now, there's our spawn point. Oh, so you got to hit spawn point, enter. Make sure you hit enter. Alright. Now that we have that, we're going to drag our spawn point and drag it to our gun. We do proof that, yes. Say continue. And now that we have that, now our spawn point is connected to our gun. Now we need to create what we're going to shoot. So we'll just shoot a spear right now. So just go to Game Object, Create Other, and go to Spear. Drag this over. Alright, now, and we'll name our spear Bullet. Enter. Now we have our bullet, let's give it some kind of physics. So we go to Component, Physics, Rigid Body. Now our bullet has a mass. You can add velocity and all kinds of fun simple stuff to our bullet now. But we want to call this bullet whenever we hit a button. In our case, we're going to hit Control or the left mouse button. We want our bullet to appear. So what you want to do is create a prefab, which is go to Project, hit Create, Prefab, then click on it, and we'll name this new prefab Bullet. Hit Enter. Now see it's white. We want to put our bullet in our hierarchy and drag it and put it in our bullet prefab. Hit continue. That's okay. And then now our bullet is our prefab. We have bullet prefab now. This bullet right here we don't need because we're going to call this in script. So we'll go ahead and delete that. Now that we have that, let's write our script. To do that, hit spawn point, and let's take our shoot demo script, because that's what I named it, and we're going to add that in our inspector. Make sure spawn point is highlighted. Now you see in our script we have two public variables. We have the projectile variable, which is a rigid body, and we have a speed, which I made a float. The projectile is what we're going to shoot. So remember we created this bullet, and remember we made our bullet a rigid body. So we're going to drag our bullet and drop it right here in our projectile. And now, let's see if it works. Hit play, hit our control button, boom, our gun shoots. Alright, let's take a look at this script and see how did this happen. Alright, here's our two public variables. Projectile, which is public and it's a rigid body type. And then we have a public float, which is named speed. Now we have our two variables. We need to make our gun shoot, and we want to do this in our update because our update is called once per frame. And then we also want to make it where we get input from our keyboard to make our gun shoot. So I said if input get down fire one. Fire one is a string that was set in Unity. You can change that to whatever you like. I discussed how to do that in the later tutorial. Just know for right now, if you type fire one, that controls the left control button and the left mouse button. That does actually when you type that. Now, remember our bullet is a rigid body, and we want to instantiate it. So I named it instantiated projectile, which is a rigid body because our bullet is a rigid body, and I call this function instantiate, which has three variables: the object that it's going to instantiate, the 3D position, and its rotation. So projectile, which is our bullet, which is right here, rigid body projectile, that's our bullet. Then the position, transform dot position, that's the position of our spawn point that we created. We created spawn point, that's that, and then rotation. That's the rotation of our bullet, the rotation that our bullet is going to rotate. And because we're using C#, we have to convert this to a rigid body. And this is how you do so right there. Now that we've called our bullet, we need to make our bullet move. Well, to make it move, we want to call our object instantiated projectile dot velocity, because we're giving our bullet velocity. And then we want to set that equal to transform dot transform direction. And then remember, Unity is a vector, so it's in vectors. So that means it has x, y, z coordinates. So vector 3 is x, y, z coordinates. So we want our bullet to go 0 in the x direction. We want it to go 0 in the y direction. But we want it to go speed, which is 20, in the z direction. And that gives our bullet our velocity. This right here I left in for the script because this is for if you was creating, maybe a man had the gun, or a lady, or whatever our character was walking around with the gun. This turns off the collision between the gun and the character. But we don't need this in this demonstration. I just left it there so y'all can see it. So maybe if y'all is creating something else, y'all have something to reference. Well, this is how you make a gun shoot. I hope this was helpful. And happy gaming, everyone.